Welcome back, people, to the Reggae Boyz career mode. This is season 5, episode 1. It's the opener. We're here, we're in the Premier League again for a second season running, and we're in the Europa League. Right, so the first things first is we will. Oh, one thing I will say is I've already seen the money we've got, and look at this. They're embezzling funds. They're embezzling the funds. How is it that we stayed in the Premier League? We got 6 in the Premier League and we got Europa League, and they've given us 23 million. Huh? You might remember me saying I had a plan last season to get somebody. I was going to get Leon Bailey because I was thinking, okay, if I get Europa League, they'll give me at least 50, 60 million, and his value is 58 million. I was thinking, like, even if Juventus want more than that, we can set off like Shamar Nicholson, a winger or somebody, and we'll have enough to get him. But now we don't have a chance in hell to get him. It looks like we'll have to at least get Champions League before we can afford to buy him. And we have money left over from last season as well, so they're definitely, the embezzling funds are doing something daft. Right, let's look at the objectives. They want us to sign a crucial midfielder or forward position. Yeah, that ain't happening. They want us to reach the knockout stage. Yeah, good. Finish mid-table, which is okay. I'm going to go for Europa League spots again, 5th and 6th. And then maybe the season after that's when I'll go for the Champions League spots. And that's that, right? So then if we go... So unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to buy anybody this season. Because if you see all of these here, these 4 players are strikers. We don't need any more strikers. He's unavailable. And these 2 are regens of Denver Orgel and Joel Grant, respectively. And I might get them, I might not. You know, it depends. It depends how good they are and whatnot. So I don't think we'll be able to get anybody else this season. I've also changed around the second team a little bit. As you can see, Kemar Roof is starting striker in the second team. Brown is behind him in the attacking mid position. Rose is on the right hand side. That is the new Rose. I need to find out what's his first name because Hakeem, I think it's Mark Rose, isn't it? Let me double check in here. Michael Rose. Michael Rose is on the right hand side. Orgel, I'll check what his name is as well because there's a couple of Orgels in. Okay, so it's Michael Rose and Mark Orgel. Mark Orgel's on the left hand side. McCleary is in the centre. And I've also put Parks in the centre as well because I am training him to be a CDM now, you see. But as you can see here from his stats, his passing needs to be a lot better than 38 to be a CDM, and his dribbling needs to be better than 59 as well. But his defending and physicals is where I want him to be, and his pace as well. So I'll give him 3 seasons, and I think he'd be a really good CDM for us. And at the back, we've got Orgel on the left-hand side. This will hopefully be his last season in the second team. Hopefully, I can get him to a 74, 75 by the end of the season. And then he can slowly come in and take Kemar Lawrence's spot. As Kemar Lawrence is getting older, he'll come over. Williams, we've just brought him from last season. Today he's arrived, so I've put him in the centre-back position. McCleary's in the centre-back position, and Fisher's still on the right-hand side. And the first team hasn't changed at all. As I said last season, Vassal's now our first player to get to an 80 overall. One thing I am concerned about is Blake and Powell. We can't seem to be regenning any goalkeepers and right backs, and I don't know if they're good enough to get us through Europa League, and they're definitely not good enough to get us through the Champions League when we get there. So I'm hoping we can get some. I'm hoping he retires either this season or next season. And then his regen's like a 60 overall, and we can just, you know, train him as hard, and then that'll be the right back sorted. And I'm hoping he gets a pre-gen, because one thing I do not want is for him to retire and then he get a regen that's 60 overall, and then we're screwed at this goalkeeper spot, aren't we? Because we're gonna have to play the 60 overall goalkeeper in there, so that's something to look out for sure. I've also picked the pre-season tournament with the most money. I think it was about 4 million. But that's definitely not going to get us Leon Bailey, which I was hoping. I am now going to change the appearance of the manager before I forget. So hold with me and we'll be back in a bit before we do this. Here we go. So this is how the manager's going to look for this season. You remember how I told you the embezzling funds? Well, it's affected this guy now. He's defaulted on his mortgage. He can't pay his kids' school fees, so he's had to go and get a second job now. So what he's doing, he's driving taxis for a living. That's why he looks so smart. He's gonna look the part. He hasn't even had to take out a loan to look like that. That's why he looks like that now. So that's how he's gonna look for this season, okay? To add insult to injury, look at this email here. They was actually gonna give me 6 million. And then they gave me 22, thinking, yeah, that's, you know, a bit of an increase. Bro, they are embezzling funds, man. We gave you, at the end of last season, I saw the email for staying in the Premier League and getting Europa League, and it was like 140 million they got. And they're just out here, just, all that money's mine. Let me get all that money. Right, so we'll play the first team against Russia. We'll sim the game, because we'll sim all the preseason games. Don't care about any of those. 2-2, fair enough, fair play to you. Right, we've got Toulouse next. We'll play the second team against Toulouse as well. We lost 2-1, that's great. And then because the third game so soon after, we'll play the third team against them. I've changed the third training session. I've taken Parks' second training drill out and I've put Michael Rose in. I think it's Michael Rose. I need to find out which one's Michael and which one's Michael and which one's Mark. I think it's Mark Olga and Michael Rose, yeah. Right, so we'll sim those. Nobody's gone up yet. Right, we'll play the second team against these. I think we're already out. Well, unless we beat them. Yeah, obviously not. We lost 3-1. I don't care about the extra money anyway. Not like we can spend it. We got 1 million from that. I'm just going to see if there's anybody I can sell this season. Oh, contracts. Actually, right. We will sort out the contracts. I'll only show you the important ones. Right, looks like Joel Olga wants a new contract. He's one of them. He's on 10,000 at the moment. We will try and give him, start the wage at 23,000. He wants 24,000, 5 years, an important role. Definitely accept that. He's a lot more happy now. Right, Jordan Garrett wants a new contract. He's on 18,000 at the moment. I will give him starting the wage at 21,000, and he accepts 21,000, 4 years, important. That's fine with me. Kemal Roof wants a new one as well. Start it up. He wants 35k with 3 years. How much is he on at the moment? I didn't see how much he was on at the moment. I know he's not on more than 20, so if he wants that, he can go, to be honest. He's on 50. No, he can go. You're getting rotation as well, or important, one or the other. Okay, you get important, but you ain't getting crucial, that's for sure. Give you the 5-year deal. He wants 3, so we'll give him a 4-year deal. Get that extra year out of him. Let's see how much money he wants this time, now that I'm actually in here. Release clause, no release clause, which is fine with me. I will give him 20,000. That's still a substantial increase on what he's on. He wants 30,000. Oh, no about that. I don't know about that. The thing is, I can't afford to lose him, because if we lose him, Nicholson is not a good backup striker. So we'll give him that without the bonus. I'm having the last say. You're getting 31. Give us that £500 a week back though. Here we go. Oh, it looks like Williams, a striker, tried to slip that release clause in there. There's no way I'm letting him go. He might be, in 2 years from now, a starting striker or something. So, we're not letting this happen. Still a prospect, yes. Want him to sign this 5-year deal, which he accepts. Yeah, no release clause this time. No, we don't do those around here. Okay, that's fine. 6 grand. Have it. That's all the contracts sorted. I've now put Vassal on the direct free kick training session. He was on the bronze or silver one before, so this one's a bit harder. This one also improves his shot power, which also needs to go. His shot power and long shots are 2 things that need to go up, really. I've now put Mark Orgel in the second training slot, so I will save that as a new one. Always making new training slots in here. 2 Fs. Wow, that was a waste, wasn't it? We've got a loan offer for McCleary, which we will reject. Let's see if we can sell anyone. I think we can sell one person. Maybe that's about it. The person I'm thinking to sell is, yeah, I'm going to sell Williams. I'm going to try and keep Nicholson around because he probably can go to about a 78, 79-ish without training. So it might be more of a bargaining chip if we keep him around and then sell him when we're ready to get Leon Bailey. So I'll sell Williams now and try and keep Nicholson. Right, we've got the scout reports back on the 2 regions. There's a 59 rated striker here. He's 20 years old. He's got good balance, good agility, and that's about it. And what's the other guy saying? The other guy's 64 rated. He's a left mid. That's pretty decent, to be fair. We might just get him. 3-star, 3-star. Do we really need any more left mid, right mids though? That's the thing. I don't mind leaving him on the transfer list, letting him sit. I could get them both and loan them both. But I can't because I forgot about that, they've just joined. So we will keep track of them. Why is everyone getting Fs now? Nobody likes to do anything anymore. I've just seen in the news how it says Danny might go for a hefty fee. I'm like, we ain't selling Danny. We sell this guy though for... I'm going to try and get the most money out of him. And hopefully it actually rolls over to next season and they give me about 60 minutes and we can buy Leon Bailey. I'm not banking on it though. 1.2. How about that? They're staying at their price. I think that was their original price. I'll stay at 1.2. I think they'll have me for that. You know what? You can have him. I'm not arguing. Go over there. It's over $1 million. Sorted. Someone's trying to come in for Blake. Block offers. He will stay here until he retires. We've got Spurs to kick off the Premier League season. Jordan Garrick is asking to play. I'll consider it. You're in the first team, so I don't know why you're asking to play. If we check the calendar as well, it hasn't been updated yet. I think we've got the playoffs in August. Right, so let's get into this game against Spurs. Right, to kick off our second season in the Premier League. Let's go. Let's see if all our players can continue their form and maybe even better it this season.
So much hope for both clubs before
Stark, Tony Stark, Barrios, Kai Havertz. Ooh, what a Son. Michael Hector's after Son here. Michael Hector pulls himself to the right hand side. Bistrovic. He shows Bistrovic too much. Oh wow. What was you doing? I don't trust Blake sometimes, you know. Vassell puts that down to Reed. Reed's got plenty of space here. He's slowed up. He's lost his pace. Oh, wow. Vassell could not put that through to Rose.
Some big lads in that box waiting for a cross.
Back post. Heads out well. Michael Hector get to this. There we go. Michael Hector gets that out. Goes back to them now. Digne. Nice block from Rose. Goes back to them unfortunately. Kane. Kai Havertz. Michael Hector. I'm fed up with it. Offside. Yes! You see the calamity there? Oh my god. No.
He's taking it away there with a very good tackle. Cuts it back well. Well, they ground down the opposition. Spurs to score here.
Frustrating. This is so frustrating. Through to Rose. Rose. Yes. Rose is at it again. Starting off that season. Let's get him the golden boot this time. All he has to do is score once in every game. It's not that hard. Digne powering forward here. Cut it back. Wow. It's a good save. I'll give him that. Get that out. Get that out of here. Daly into Garrick. Garrick into Vassell. Back into Daly. Into Reed. Kemar Lawrence.
Opportunity in a wider area.
Into Reed.
Can he do it?
Oh, I was offside. I thought he was just about on. Fortunately, not so.
Chance to put it in
He
the
cuts
box
that back
here.
there. Rolls it back to Kai Havertz.
He's aimed for the far post.
Let's
here.
catch this.
The keeper
Okay,
stops
we'll
it.
do that.
It could be a follow-up.
If you're going to punch it out with intent. Oh, you're going to blow the whistle there? Come on, ref.
At one, got a chance now to get forward
Through
in
to
this wide
Rose.
area.
Rose going to shoot this. Oh,
Can't hang on to it, the keeper.
it was a good shot from Rose. Kai Havertz on the ball. Pass it off to Barrios. Through to Kane.
Here's Harry Kane.
Good defending, but get that out of here.
He goes. It's good to see a player do this.
Kemar Lawrence into Vassell. Daly into Rose. Back. Who is this Stark? Who is this Tony Stark guy, man? Wow.
Here they are,
Kai.
still probing away.
Kane. Back to Kai. Kai flashes it, but Michael Hector gets a good deflection. Ooh, it's a good save from Blake. Just trying to spring a counter attack. It. What the hell was that? No, Digne. Kai Havertz. Through to Kane. Back to Kai. Does me in there. Sold me completely. Headed out well. Go straight back to them, of course. He's not giving me anybody close to the ball whatsoever. Michael Hector gets round the defender. Michael Hector touches the ball and then leaves it behind himself. If he gave me somebody close to the ball in the first place, it wouldn't have got to that position.
It's good attacking play this from them.
Go on, Garrick.
Brave.
Oh, it was meant for Rose anyway. Rose wasn't standing in the good right position though. Oh, okay, it came off the shin of. I was thinking even though it come off his shin, it was going to go into the corner.
Here comes the corner. It's a very good clearance, and it was needed.
Rose passing that out there to Daly. Daly shoots.
Try one now.
I thought he could put that away.
The goalkeeper.
I think he had his angle right there and everything. Oh, he had enough space.
Lead.
Barrios.
And the supporters, well,
Kane.
they've upped their game, there's no question about that. Just listen to them. Yeah, they tried his luck. Well, that's an absolutely stunning strike.
Why are the CPU finesse shots on this just so overpowered? It's like if they have a finesse shot outside the box, it's going in. It's going in. As soon as he turned round here and he was going to whip that, I was like, yeah, that's gone. They're just so overpowered. 3-1 Spurs. Can I say it was deserved? Hell no. We're bringing on Brown for Daly. Let's try and keep Nicholson happy, so we'll bring him on for Rose. And Williams can come on for Garrick, who will play on the wing today.
Those 2 goals.
Johnson into Vassell.
But
who was that? Was that Nicholson? I regret bringing him on already. Oh wow, now Troy Parrott is running down this left hand side here. Cuts it back well. I'm just
that is an amazing
they're flicking it behind their back and everything to do with all this madness. In the opening day against us. Be nice, please. Please. Digne.
Tries the shot.
Thought that was in then. As soon as he hit that, I thought that was in. We've lost 3-1 on the opening day, but it's only the opening day. We've got 37 Premier League games left. Let's go to the post-match interview, explain that. I do feel like we would at least drew that if it wasn't for Michael Hector. He really goes through some foolishness moments, doesn't he? He really does. I don't know. I do not know. How valuable is Vassell's improved form? Praise resilience. Big man out here can do it. What are your thoughts on today's results? We'll bounce back from this. I've got faith in the team. And Tottenham Hotspur put the game beyond doubt with their last goal, right? Yeah, they were the better team. They took their chances, fair play to them, and they did their thing. Yeah, you know, keep it up. Jordan Garrick, keep it up. Right, Williams has now been sold. 700k to the wage budget that we can't spend this season. We'll train the number ones now. Nobody's gone up. Nobody's doing their thing. Right, looks like there wouldn't be a better time but against Aston Villa to take a win here because it's a derby. I'm hoping this season Williams can surpass. Oh, he's 5'11". Yeah, I don't want him as starting centre back. I don't want two 5'11" starting centre back. I'm hoping this season McCready can try to surpass Michael Hector's overall or get close to it. Yeah, I want McCready as a starter and not Williams. Michael Hector, Johnson,
And Johnson.
Daly. Really did mash him up there, didn't they? Garrick. Go on, Garrick. That's it, Garrick. Wow. I had no room to move there. Rose. Oh. I think I dragged it a bit too wide for Rose to get a proper good shot off there. Puts that through to El Ghazi. El Ghazi cuts that back into Sal.
Marvelous Nakamba.
Lima puts that over the top. El Ghazi
from this team now, keeping the ball.
Blocked well, really well actually. De Thomas, Lima, Trezeguet, De Thomas, blocked well again. Yes, headed out really well to Rose then. Go on, Rose can burn him.
Room in which to attack.
Who is this guy? Why is he keeping up with me?
He might be through. Then in there.
Oh man. Oh, come on. Who was their defender though? Why was he keeping up with Rose with 97 sprint speed? Nice interception by Johnson there. Rose passes that off into Garrick. Garrick's got plenty of space here.
Take a bit of a chance, bit of a gamble. Commit one or two more men.
Can put them in front here.
There we go. Rose scores. Oh, Garrick passes that off perfectly. Stops the ball. Passes that to his left-hand side. I'm expecting a lot more assist from him this season into Rose.
That's a poacher's goal. Maybe not his most spectacular, but
perfect.
Important one here.
Just Rose opened up his body. Perfect shot.
1-0 here. To be played then, added time.
Go on, Johnson. Power through.
One or two options now in forward areas for them. Or he could be in.
Oh! Just dragged wide there at the last kick of the half. Oh man. Vassal.
He's put the ball down on the spot. Come on then. Is it a cool finish?
Tyrone Mings, I hate him, man.
Never looked confident for me.
Just big and stands his ground at the back when I'm trying to get through. Kamba, intercepted well by Lawrence, into Daly.
Well, you can understand.
Oh, Rose tries to take a touch and puts it into Reed, but defenders alert for that one. De Thomas into Easy. Powell stops the ball. Olga into Lawrence. Into Vassal. Back into Lawrence. Daly into Vassal. Into Rose. Nakamba!
He's read that, hasn't he?
Daly.
Made the interception, made it look easy actually.
It's not looking good at the moment. We can't break through at the moment. That's the issue. Don't you think Aston Villa's kit here makes it look like they're wearing bibs? The chest area is just like, it's not. It doesn't match with the sleeve area, and it looks like they've got bibs on basically. Tyrone Mings into Trezeguet. Lima drags that back. Nakamba. I thought that went in then. I thought that was an absolute banger. I think his hands went through his head there as well.
Activity on the bench for the losing team.
Alright, we're going to pass this out to Michael Hector here. No. Where did he even come from?
Blocked well by the defender.
Vassell. Go on, Vassell. Power forward. That's a... Oh, wow. Yes, Daly. Daly's going to shoot this. Tried to make an angle for himself there.
Corner swung in. Cleared away, well away from goal.
Garrick into Rose. Rose lays that off to Lawrence. Lawrence is going to put that... Oh, just trying to put that round the back for Daly.
Thank you very much, Alan.
Okay, Rose is on the ball now. Rose. Rose. Oh, beautiful from Rose. This guy. That's his third goal in his second Premier League appearance of the season. He didn't need no skill moves there. Just in and out of the defenders. Keep on running. Bang. Top left-hand corner.
2 more minutes to be
Daly
played then. Added time.
Okay. Daly. Into Vassell. Vassell's going to run down his side here. He's going to fake shot. Going to put in a curling effort and he gets blocked right at the last second. 2-0 win. Did I forget to bring on my players? I think I forgot to bring on my players. Oh well. They'll get loads of game time with Europa League this season. What I am thinking to do this season is... Oh, we had 7 shots, 6 of them on target. I'm thinking to sim all the Carabao Cup games, sim all the FA Cup games, and then play all the Europa League games, because those are the ones that, you know, are going to count. Oh, impressive performance from Rose. Really was, man. Did you expect to beat Aston Villa today? We always prepare for the worst, keep that cool, and could today's game gone any differently? We could have scored more. We had 6 shots on target. Rose could have got a hat-trick. Yo, it could have been anything happening today. Okay, centre-back McCleary is now gone up to a 68. Right, so we've got a game against Leicester. We'll get into that as well. Okay, Mount's doing his thing. I'll give him that. Puts that over the top. Mark Hector gets that out. That's why I wanted. That's why I want a really good centre-back, a really tall centre-back to replace him when he comes to retire. He actually catches something for once. First time for everything, I suppose. Rose puts that into Daly. Daly's going to shoot this. I was told him to shoot across Schmeichel. I don't know why he shot at him. Come on, man. You've got better finishing than that. Look at this. Okay, he did shoot across him, but Schmeichel just had good reactions for that. So fair play. Tried to put in a corner and mounted to nothing. Garrett's got the ball now. Reed puts that through to Daly. Daly's going to shoot again. Oh, didn't expect that to go in. That was kind of a Hail Mary shot. I did not expect it to go in whatsoever. Fair play to Daly. Okay, Orgel heads that out well, really well. Johnson puts it back into Garrick. Tries to put it over the top there. Oh, man. Oh, Hughes is on the ball here, but Johnson takes it off him quite well. Johnson. So, oh, Barkley is everywhere. Since when is Barkley this defensive? He's always up there. Johnson puts that over the top there. Can he get to it? Don't think he can. No, he can't. Hector puts that through to Vassell.
The visitors are struggling with possession,
Lawrence.
really, but when they've had
Go on,
the ball,
Lawrence.
they keep delivering the sucker punch.
Yes, puts that through to Reed. Reed's lost all his pace though, man. I think he might have gone down a lot on his sprint speed. Does not feel fast at all. Let me check his sprint speed now. 82. It's either stayed the same or it's gone up. Because it just doesn't feel faster than what he did in the Championship and like low leagues. Back into Mount. Emerson again. Wow, they're pinging this, aren't they? They've got a bit of space here. Oh wow, Hughes just ducked past me there. That was always a good job. That was straight at Blake. Anywhere else, that would have definitely gone in. Hughes was just weaving it in and out. Couldn't contain him whatsoever. Okay, they're falling over each other. It's not what I need at all today. Barkley. Good interception by, or good block by Johnson. I'm disappointed with that. I felt like the final pass to Rafael Leao, I think that scored. We could have blocked that. I felt it was easily blockable. We'll watch this again. This pass here, I think, is that Orgel, number 2? He could have blocked that. It's not often that he doesn't, you know, block in the clutch like that. Mason Mount. Oh gosh, Hughes. Come out, come out! I hate how he just runs to a certain point and he just lets the striker do what they want. Come out! It's like he's scared. Emerson just unleashed the beast there and just started dusting. Chowdhury. Intercepted well there. Garrett passes that off.
And we're inside the final 30 minutes.
Daly over the top. Oh, that was nearly a perfect ball. Yes, Michael Hector. Daly puts that through there to... Oh, Vassell could not work it to his left foot there. Good interception by Orgel there. Rose lays that off. Garrick puts that over the top there to... Oh. Yes. Oh, come on, Garrick. Oh, you intercepted the ball and left it behind. Tony Villa.
Well, the home fans are doing their best to try and
Villa.
players on to get this.
Johnson tracking him. Right block from Johnson there. We're going to try and bring on some impact players. Daly's stamina is really low. So Brown will come on. I'm really hoping his acceleration gets a lot better. Saying that, he will be our centre mid once Johnson retires. So doesn't really need a lot of acceleration, really. I'm hoping his acceleration improves at 68. But he's going on the wing anyway for Garrick. Forget about it.
Simple for the keeper.
Blakes rolls this out. No, it didn't go where I wanted it to.
This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in famous.
Why is it? He is terrible. He's not even under pressure. I told him, roll it to him. Roll it to him that's standing right in front of you. Nah. I just want to roll it to nobody and then get chipped. Get chipped out of nothing. We're losing the game now because the goalkeeper's trash. He's an improvement on Jamal Blackman. I'm not going to say he's not, but he's not much of an improvement. Emerson, where is he even playing? He came from the centre, now he's dropped back to the right back position. Emerson has been everywhere. He's probably the reason why I didn't at least draw that game. He's been absolutely everywhere today. I'm not going to no post-match interview, forget about it. Right, we'll end the episode there. Looks like we've got Sheffield Wednesday next in the EFL Cup. That will be a sim to start off the next episode. So we'll find out what happens in the league and in the Europa League next episode. We still don't have the fixture who we're going to play, but it'll come through soon. So till next time.